Hi, it's Ginny Lindsay. It's Saturday, the 25th of April. I've had a morning of clients and just on my lunch break, and thought I'd just share some reflections on my morning with my clients and what has come up for me. And some of the things that what we were looking at was the John Gottman Sound Relationship House. I'm going to do that. There we go. So I just thought I'd go through this really quickly to give you an idea of these are what are really, really necessary, these different levels, to be able to have a really great sound relationship. And actually, a lot of this is all about doing. And so it's not about necessarily thinking, it's about doing. So let's just start with the bottom one, which is about these bottom three, 1, 2, and 3 are all your friendship systems. So what we're looking at there is we're looking at building love maps. Now, building love maps is really how well do you know your partner? How well do they know me? How do they know my best friend, my colour, my favourite food, my favourite childhood pet, my favourite childhood memory? And really, this is they get me, they know me, and they really know me at a deep level. Now, this particular one, if you go onto your phone and go onto your app store and go to the Gottman card decks, Gottman, Gottman, John Gottman card decks, they are free and they have got like 15 different card decks that are really, really useful in being able to support you to actually do these. And a lot of couples don't quite know how to start asking questions. They've done it all for you. Have a pizza, glass of wine, and it's actually a really fun way of being able to get to know your partner. The second one is about showing fondness and admiration. This is a really big one. Often we think we're showing gratitude and appreciation, but we're not doing it. Again, it's about doing, it's about speaking out. If our partner does something, let's show some gratitude and appreciation and tell them what it means to us. It doesn't matter how many times we're saying thank you. The other one, therefore, feels loved and that they matter. The next one above here, which is an important one, is the turning towards rather than away. So the turning towards is we put out bids for connection. So your partner might be reading the paper and you might go, oh my God, look at that beautiful bird out there. Now, what you're wanting is a bid for connection to your partner is to put the paper down for a second and go, oh yeah, look at that bird. Now, if they were really interested, they might then turn around and say, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Look at its red wings or something. But what you're actually wanting is acknowledgement. And again, the sense that they're acting in turning towards you, you feel loved, you feel you matter. And the difference is we will put out a bid for connection. And what they say is, if it's not acknowledged, we will then put out another bid for connection. And if that's not acknowledged, then usually we give up trying and the hurt and the resentment start to build. And that's not great in a relationship. So if these three down here, the 1, 2, 3 of the friendship system, are really working well. And as you can see, it's not hard to ask open-ended questions to really know and understand your partner, to show appreciation and gratitude and fondness, to be able to turn towards. These three here are really, really important in building what we call positive sentiment, and that is positive love. Our love tank is fairly full towards the other partner, and therefore the relationships love tank is feeling full. So if that's the case, when by the time you then get to managing conflict, it usually isn't nearly as volatile because you've already got a lot in the tank here. But if these 1, 2, and 3 are low, then what usually happens, we go into negative sentiment override, and that is resentment. And that's the hurt and the resentment, and therefore we're turning away from our partner, and then the actual conflict therefore starts to get worse. So then we get to the top of the house here. And this is all about building life rituals. It's all about our individual hopes, dreams, aspirations, expectations, beliefs. And what we're trying to do is fill up the meeting of our partners' hopes, dreams, expectations, and what they want to fulfill in their life. So it's about actually building up our partner, not trashing our partner. And it's also about rituals of connection. So if someone was to be able to say to you, they needed to write what they remember you by as a couple and as an individual, that would be what is the legacy that you are wanting to leave behind. But it's also the rituals about how do you do Christmas? How do you do Easter as a couple? How do you do dinner as a couple? How do you like going to bed as a couple? How do you like being treated when you're sick as a couple? All of these are your shared meaning and making the life dreams come true. And on the side, this is all going to help with building trust and commitment. So I use this model a lot with my clients because it's all about acting, and it only is little things often that can make a huge difference to the stability and the love that's in a relationship. So I just wanted to share that with you because I've been sharing that with my clients this morning, and depending on where they are in their relationship depends on which part of this. But this is a map. This is a map on what a healthy relationship looks like, and I wanted to share that with you. So take bits of this on board, reflect on what could I do better. There is a John Gottman video on YouTube. Now, I just type in John Gottman healthy relationships, and I look in YouTube and I look for the little video, which is about 47 minutes. And it feels like 5 minutes. It's really beautifully delivered by John Gottman and all about what a good, healthy relationship looks like, and more about the Sound Relationship House and his research. Most people find it really entertaining. It feels like 10 minutes. It certainly doesn't. It doesn't feel at all like 47. But the difference, what I'm really putting out there is when you put in John Gottman healthy relationships, as I say, it's not called that. You've got to look for the video that's around 47. That is going to give you a really good synopsis of what a healthy relationship looks like. And couples who come to see me, we use that also within our framework to be able to work towards getting good, healthy relationships happening. And even though we're all at home, and spending a lot more time together, this is a great place at the moment to be able to even more so practice. Do those Gottman card decks one night. It's a fun thing to do. It's a game. There's 15 others. There's I think there's some ones in sex on there, and there's chili 1, chili 2, chili 2, chili 3, depending on how safe you feel. There's open-ended questions. There's some in there on rituals of connection. So there's lots for you to be able to look at. So I hope you find this helpful. Have a great afternoon and a great day. Take care.